Good morning, campers. Day 9 on the TA, and we just left camp almost a kilometer ago. It's about 10 after 9. The first 3/4 of a kilometer there were actually quite nice. It was manufactured steps and a gravel path. Oops. Which was nice for a little while. I'm not a big fan of steps. They kind of hurt my hips a little bit, but I appreciated the effort that was put into putting them in there. So we got about a 8-mile day today. So it shouldn't take us terribly long, a couple of hours. And so depending on how fast we can move, but there is likely to be a decent amount of there's going to be a decent amount of elevation gain, and we've already seen it just getting out of camp. There was a lot of steps getting up there. I didn't count them, but I feel like there was a couple hundred. So yeah, I've already have 164 meters of elevation in the first kilometer. So that's, whew, you can hear it in my breath. I'm already out of it. Anyway, the rain last night wasn't so bad. It did rain, and it was steady for a while, but it did not turn into the thunderstorms that were anticipated, which is good for us and good for our friends coming behind that have to do what we did yesterday, that river crossing and the treacherous trail after the river crossing. So hopefully everybody there will be okay, and they'll have a good day. The water level shouldn't have risen too much. Yeah, otherwise just a good night of birds, or morning of birds singing, and trying to make our way through this 8 miles to the Puketi campsite. All right, I need my poles, so we'll talk to you shortly. All right, we're pretty sure this is one of the native calorie trees. We haven't looked up what they look like, but we know of them. And this one has a fence around it, so we're thinking to protect it. Our driver up to Cape Riango, Peter, said that they are protected, and you can't, without special permission, certain circumstances, you can't cut them down. So let's see if I can, yeah, get a nice shot of it there from this side.
Watch this thing.
Kind of random placed sections of gravel again, and then here a boardwalk, which is probably a very wet section. But we've had this gravel again for a while, and then it'll disappear. We'll go through some somewhat rugged wooded areas, and then come back to this again. It's just seems to be kind of random, but again, we appreciate it that this is here. Helps us to cruise a little bit and get some miles in a little faster. More calorie trees. I think we're seeing more than we realize, but yeah, these are really, really large ones, which is great to see. Stand next to that one. Can you stand next to it?
Here?
Yeah, just so I can see the size of the trunk on that thing.
Look at the bromides on it and everything. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Ah, awesome. We left that trail section and we've hit this road, which we didn't know was coming. We're not really sure if this is what we're going to have the rest of the way or not. But I've got 4.25 kilometers in so far, and we've got about 13 to do today. So if it ends up being like this, then we'll go much faster than we anticipated. Getting close to the end of this day. Still walking the road. We should be, the Puketi should be just ahead of us here, getting out of this forest section, so cleaning our shoes once again. All right, here we are with the wrap up for day 9 on the Araroa trail. Short day for us today. We did just over 8 miles. And what did I say, 13.5 kilometers, but we had some decent ascent today, so
yeah. Unexpectedly,
well, yeah,
for me anyway.
Oh,
but.
Okay. Yeah, so started out, well, there's no campsite there. It was dispersed camping. About, oh, that's a pretty bird. Just after all of the water and everything in the forest that we were walking through, and started climbing a little bit. Stopped at that campsite last night, so it was a nice place. Mm-hmm. Quiet night.
Mm-hmm. It was very, other than the birds, which was lovely actually.
A few birds, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But then as soon as we got out of there, it was up. Right?
Yes. So we slept in a little bit, first of all. And it rained overnight, and we knew that we had shorter miles, so we were not in a hurry to necessarily get up and start moving. So I think that finally, 20 after 7:30, we started moving, and then we didn't leave camp until like 9, start hiking until 9.
It was just before 9. I did look at that, yeah.
And then we started climbing.
Right.
So, yes, pretty much right out the door.
Yeah. Steps, a lot of wooden, gravel filled steps. Lots of them. I didn't count them this time, but I don't know. It felt like a few hundred.
Yeah, easily.
And it was just up for quite a while. But then they ended, and we walked through. There was a gravel path and like a boardwalk. But then it was like then we were right back in the woods again.
Yeah, and that's a little sketchy
trail. Yeah. But
not
then,
as bad as yesterday, but there were still some places where it was roots and slick and mud. And, yes.
Yep. And then we'd hit a path again, gravel path.
It was so random.
And then we would hit some, just
more
get back on trail again, or
Mm-hmm.
steps or whatever. Yeah. So it was kind of back and forth. It was really strange, just how they were. Yeah, like you said, randomly placed. It seemed like so. But then eventually, we got to
we popped out.
We popped out. Yeah, on a road. And we didn't know that was coming. Mm-hmm. Thankful that it was there.
Sure.
Because it brought us
slow going on the other.
Yeah. It would have taken us quite a while if it had continued the way it was.
Yes.
But we hit that road and we were able to just kind of cruise in here. So, and that road led us all the way here to the Puketi campsite.
Yes.
So that was really nice. It's a great space. I'll show it to you in a few minutes, but yeah, I mean, there wasn't anything exciting. We did see a couple of birds today.
We saw the kauri trees.
And
big,
the kauri.
Yes.
Yeah, kauri trees.
Kauri trees.
Yes. That's right. And I'm sure we've seen them before, but today we actually noticed them today and knew what they were. Yeah, so that was really cool. Otherwise, I think it was not uneventful day, but it was, we saw those few things. Mm-hmm. The trail was a little. It was more relaxed in
comparison to the day before, or the track, the Rete forest,
right? What we had just come through. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, so I think that's about it for today. I mean, kind of short. It is starting to rain here.
We got
so
in about, I think we got to
but,
camp by like 1:30.
yeah, something like that. Yep.
And then other people started rolling in about 3.
Yes, yeah, it's not too long after us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll give you a quick shot of what this looks like then. Tomorrow, though, we have 17 miles, I think it is, and a half, yeah, something like that. So, yeah, so it's going to be close to like 27, 28K. And that is, we're going to end at the town of Keri, which is where we started this whole journey 10 days ago. Well, 10 days as of tomorrow.
Yeah, shuttle.
Right, so where we got our first shuttle in. So, so that'll be kind of nice to get back there. We are then going to take a 0, finally. So after 10 days, you know, and not that we couldn't keep going, but yeah, it's time to kind of look ahead, plan, take some time. We have to resupply, do little town chores and all that kind of stuff. So, but Keri is a very nice little town. So we're going back to the chalets that we stayed at before, and just do our thing there. So. But yeah, so tomorrow should be a good day. We're going to pass Rainbow Falls, and
maybe Thai food for
oh yeah, a Thai restaurant, which is right around that area. So we're not really sure what the day is ultimately going to look like, and we're going to try to hitch into town then. Once we get to we're going to go around the east side of town. So, all right. So I think that's it, right? Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So, we will catch you tomorrow on day 10. Have a good night.
Good night.
All right, and here we are at the Puketi campground. This is us for the night, and the rest of the group here that's currently here. You know, this is a pretty large space. It's got plenty of room here. There's also a few other places that you could camp outside of this little circle here. And they also have a DOC, Department of Conservation, I believe it is, has a hut here. You can see the back of it right there. Which we could have rented space in. With our trail pass, we get a discount there. But we're tenting here for the night. Right there beyond the trees, they actually have a bathroom and a shower, a cold water shower, so you can kind of rinse off and clean up, you know, over there. So that's kind of nice. There's a little pavilion over here beyond the trees on this side. It was starting to rain a little bit here, so some were kind of getting out of the weather, sitting in there hanging out. So and clotheslines, we hung up our stuff to dry on. So yeah, it's a nice space here, picnic tables and whatnot. So yeah, so that's Puketi. It's a nice place, good spot to stop off before heading into Keri. So that's us. Have a good night.